views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
12 to 2, I'll be with you. Alien X Radio.
What's it look like?
Can't get near enough to see it very well. Too hot. It's a whale of a size.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something I haven't mentioned in all this excitement, but it's becoming more distinct. Perhaps you've caught it already on your radio. Listen, please.
Metal casing is definitely extraterrestrial. Not found on this Earth.
I can give you no authoritative information, either as to their nature, their origin, or their purposes here on Earth. All too evident that these creatures have scientific knowledge far in advance of our own.
Transmissions for Out of This World Talk Radio. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the Mothership.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you know?
Now, here is your host, Alien Stone.
All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome aboard. You've been beamed aboard. You are now inside the Mothership. I'm Alien Stone.
I am D-Unit!
And we're screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds. Do not worry, the gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is wearing a mask before it goes into Walmart. So calm down!
I don't think you have to if you're in Walmart.
Right. Everybody should be immune to everything at Walmart
Exactly.
at this point.
At that point.
At this point, yeah.
You know, could be cats sleeping with dogs.
All kinds
sorts of stuff.
Yeah, crazy things going on in there, man.
Walmart's fine.
I've seen some of the people walking around in Walmart. They could be bitten by a zombie, and the zombie would die.
I don't. Because I don't go to Walmart.
Don't go to... I don't
right?
go.
I am way better than Walmart.
I ain't going to Walmart.
I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay? My wife goes, but I don't go. Unless they have ammo.
Unless they have ammo.
Because it's cheap as shit.
They got no ammo. Nobody's got no ammo. You know what? I found ammo.
I found ammo, too.
I found ammo. I found ammo online.
Like everybody...
Ordered it and had it delivered. That worked out well. Ooh, the big spider. That's the arachnophobia cam. The phobia cam.
The studio's looking pretty hit.
Yeah, well, I'm
just saying,
the
bro.
storage room is all empty right now.
I see a guitar case over there. Is there anything in it? He doesn't even know. That's how beat up this.
No,
place
that
is.
guitar's over there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, right now that storage room is all cleared out because it's being cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
The storage room also happens to be where the water service coming to the house is at too. So had I not cleaned that out and there was an issue and I had to turn off the water, the house would flood before I could get to where I had to turn off the water.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So you planned that out well.
Yeah. So now that's going to be all taken care of in there.
Gotcha.
Repurposed and such.
Well, hopefully we can get it all organized before the next 36-hour radio marathon.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time for that.
Which? No, just kidding. So right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Which I think we're going to do it the weekend after Black Friday next year, I think.
The weekend. So the Saturday after Black Friday? What?
I believe that's what we're going to do.
It's going to be a good idea. Think about it.
I think we're going to do that. That way we...
huge number to beat this year.
Yes.
Huge.
We got to get early. We got to get in on it early.
To beat this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Huge.
The number keeps popping out of my head, but I know it's over 2,500.
Was it?
Yeah, it was over 2,500 was the total that we brought in through everything. All the donations through Facebook, the donations in cash in person in the studio, donation in cash that was collected from other people out and about, the Venmo or whatever that is, the PayPal, all that stuff. It was over $2,500 altogether.
That's awesome. Awesome.
And we know, what Forgotten Harvest does with that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? See, $2,500 times 7, because that's what they said.
It's about $7 worth of groceries.
$1 is $7 worth of groceries, which means we provided $17,500 worth of groceries this year.
It's probably about what I spend in a year at groceries.
That's amazing. to know that we did. I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah, that's a lot, man.
That is really, really an awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that. Anyway, coming
What
up
we
on the show today,
What we got? Got just a few questions?
We do have just a few
Just
questions.
a few questions?
We've got lightning. I put it down lightning crashes. I got to stop doing that. That's a song by Live.
I
This
know.
is a lot of lightning strikes.
That's right. You're a live
And I keep
fan,
typing
too.
down the wrong thing. I am a Live fan.
Not a live fan.
If tomorrow I saw a concert with
Yeah, I heard you say it last week.
Live, Candlebox, and Our Lady Peace,
Now,
I would buy
baby.
2 tickets just so that nobody could sit in front of me.
So nobody would sit in front of you?
That's right. I want to be able to see.
They'd still be in front of you.
No, I own that ticket.
Uh,
I'll put my feet in the seat.
Right?
What you gonna do? I own the ticket. I bought the seat.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Awesome.
Also, Oklahoma lawmaker wants to create an official Bigfoot hunting season. I'll tell you about all the details. So, because I know you're going to run right out there and get yourself your Bigfoot hunting license. Oregon thief yells at a woman for leaving her child in the car. I'll give you the details on that, as well as a French woman who is alive, yet officially dead.
Ooh.
And her ongoing battle to prove that she is, in fact, drawing breath still. Don't understand what kind of evidence is necessary, but again, we'll get into that. Music for the Vajir holes. You've got some music news coming up.
We do got some music news coming up.
That is awesome.
I read a stuff on something.
So in the meantime, let's throw some music directly into the Vajir holes of our listeners and our watchers.
Hello!
And a big shout out going out to everybody that might be listening on our affiliate stations live right now. Our live affiliates, Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network, as well as in replay and syndication around the world, 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB FM Get Smashed Radio, and IRN Internet Radio Network, as well as many, many others around the world. So you can give us a call live, 1313-444-8919, or Skype me at AlienStone1. That's the number 1. Don't spell it out. You would be wrong. Would you like to start things off today with something that you just gave me that you had just recorded recently? Or do you want to keep that under wraps?
No, we can play that. That's
what I
cool.
thought. This is a song that we've played, not this version.
No,
but we've
this-
played a couple of versions in the past that were recorded live during 36 hours of Alien Xmas. This last year was actually a pretty decent recording of it,
really?
too.
Yeah, actually, I think I might get a copy of it. So when we do the actual CD of this, we'll have like a bonus track and that one live from.
Sweet.
Thing. So
I'll
that'd be
send that over to you before the end of the day.
But this is cool. Rob and I finished laying down the vocals and guitar tracks last weekend at Unit Studios, and then Michael Stoker from Dead by Design came in and who was here with us for the Alien X Fest and played some drums on it. And this is going to be, I think it's going to be song number 2.
Song number 2.
Song number 2 from the Arcades Project. Here's Paradise.
See all the street lights, doppelganger doubles, rainy reflections on a black tie mirror. Just like the colors in a pool of gasoline, polarize your vision and the world is so much clearer. And in the stream of pointless little distractions, the main objective, keep the asses in those seats. A misdemeanor treated like a light infraction. Just serve up cold revenge, but make it sweet. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day I roll the dice. We get our sunlight from carcinogenic coffins, Kentucky Fried Skin, Georgetown style. And everybody's out to get something for nothing. So damn litigious lawsuits make us smile. But there are many ways to sail the somber waters and other avenues that they can redirect. Don't grammar school of Jersey. Turn signals are extinct. So I'll just write and jam and sing these songs until I'm dead. But there are many ways to sail the somber waters. Know the revenues that pay can read our rents. Don't run up on the pickup that misdirection steers. Come listen, see is what fool accepts. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise.
Resistance is futile, but don't worry, probing is not allowed.
What are you doing?
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
That is painful!
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
All right, it is once again time for the Punchlines. Punchlines being brought to you by Igor's Lube and Igor's family of products. Don't forget to try out Igor, his brand spanking new squid flavored. It's his new Viking line. It's the squid flavored
Viking line?
Yeah, it's for Vikings. Viking lube. It's squid flavored, and it's with sea salt for extra grit. You know what I'm saying? Look for him on Facebook. That's Igor's Lube. And check him out at www.igorslube.com. Get some today and get some tomorrow because everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Get you some lube, son.
Oklahoma lawmaker wants to create an official Bigfoot hunting season. Don't you?
No.
Bigfoot may not be real, but one lawmaker in Oklahoma wants to create a hunting season for him anyway. Just don't plan on actually shooting the Squatch. I like the way the Squatch.
Squatch.
Yeah, I'm going to call him the Squatch. That almost sounds like a, I don't know, like a watch when you're on the toilet. I don't know. I want to be really clear that we are not going to kill Bigfoot, the state representative Justin Humphrey said, the lawmaker behind the bill. We are going to trap a live Bigfoot. He doesn't say we're going to tell people. He says We are going to trap a live Bigfoot. We are not promoting killing Bigfoot. We are promoting hunting Bigfoot, trying to find evidence of Bigfoot. The bill does not specify that. It doesn't. The text, as introduced by Humphrey, directs the Oklahoma Wildlife Conservation Commission to create rules, dates, license, and fees establishing a Bigfoot hunting season. So he's not coming up with something to promote something. He actually wants an official hunting season with an actual license that you have to go and get, like a deer hunting license or a fishing license. Humphrey said he would work on the specifics with the commission, which would include a $25,000 bounty for someone who traps the creature. So, yeah, they're going to offer you $25,000 if you happen to capture a live Bigfoot. But you got to have a license to do it. Got to be licensed now. The commission didn't seem interested. We use science-driven research, and we do not recognize Bigfoot in the state of Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation said, adding that it would require them to create a new season and license for something that doesn't exist. Having a license and a tag would give people a way to prove they participated in the hunt. Again, the overall goal is to get people to our area to enjoy the natural beauty and to have a great time. And if they happen to find Bigfoot while they're at it, well, that's just a bonus. So it's basically to drive tourism to Oklahoma,
Whatever.
to go camping, to look for Bigfoot. So Bigfoot might be safe.
To get money, Oklahoma to raise money.
That's right.
Oklahoma.
Well, apparently he's safe in Oklahoma for now because they've denied it. They said we're not even going to think about that, okay? While multiple states have laws protecting animals not otherwise named, he's specifically protected by name in Washington. Washington specifically has protections in place for Bigfoot. Yeah. But he might want to avoid Texas. The Lone Star State's laws allow hunters to bag a Bigfoot on site. If Bigfoot did exist and wasn't human, then it would be legal, said David Sinclair of the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. Bigfoot would be a non-protected wild animal, and therefore, bam! You could shoot him in Texas. It's allowed.
You can shoot anything in Texas, though.
I
It
would
doesn't
think so.
matter.
Yeah.
You,
What about like your aunt dressed as Bigfoot?
shoot it.
Bang!
Bang, bang. Bitch
I'm
shoulda
sorry.
Shaved.
I'm sorry. She looked like Bigfoot. Oh, you thought it was Bigfoot? Oh, never mind. Go home. You're good to go. Here's your gun back. Here's your gun back. Sorry I can't give you the lime ammunition that we took out, though. That's illegal. But here's your gun back.
Right, exactly.
And that has been the punchline. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what do you think? Do we need an official hunting season for Bigfoot?
No.
Not an official. We should just add that to, you know what? That should just be an added waiver to all licenses. If you're out hunting squirrels, okay, and you have a license to hunt squirrels, and you happen
Do you have to have a license to hunt squirrels?
I don't know. Small game license.
For real?
Yeah, there's a small game license you have to have for hunting like rabbits and stuff
What
like
if
that.
they're in the street and I aim to hit them with the car?
No, that's traffic
that-
violations then. That's traffic law. That's outside of hunting.
What if I didn't cross the line?
Then I don't know. Maybe then you know I would have to say
Dumbass squirrel shouldn't have been there.
no. Then what would happen is the squirrel would be in trouble for jaywalking.
There you go.
Okay, so it's on the squirrel at that point.
Squishy the squirrel?
Squishy the squirrel, number 12. This
Man.
squirrel's name is Squish. This squirrel's name is Splat.
This squirrel's name is Pizza.
It's a squirrel roll-up. You roll it up.
Dude, there's a squirrel that loves messing with my dog, dude. It's so funny. It just sits out there in the middle of the yard, like points and laughs at my dog. Tara will be in the middle of the window. Big old German Shepherd. And I'll look out the window, and they're just sitting there looking at her. Sitting up.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah, come on out here. Let's do something.
You got
All I hear is blah, blah,
nothing.
blah. You got nothing. Get out of that house, and then let's talk.
You got nothing.
I'll be up this tree. And then you're still going to be laughing.
Still laughing.
Still laughing.
Laughing your little nuts off.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. It's time for a short break. Pause on the action for station identification. We will be back with the second half of hour number one.
Hour number one.
Which will include music for your veggie holes. It will include the music news with Sir Unit of D. Or is it Sir D of Unit? I don't know. We have to check with London to find out what your official knight status and title is.
I don't know.
Mad Martin can help us with that. We'll be back right after this. Go nowhere. It's Inside the Mothership.
Resistance is futile, but don't worry, probing is not allowed. Whoa! Broadcasting directly into your brain. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't
Martin,
forget,
chime in.
Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Is that what he did?
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Decaffeinated Hot Dogs, the Frankfurters that contain absolutely no caffeine. Of course, our regular hot dogs don't contain any caffeine either, so we have to add caffeine and then remove it so that it truly is decaffeinated. Sure, Ed's Decaffeinated Hot Dogs cost a lot more than other brands, but no other luncheon meat producer goes to so much trouble to provide you with wieners that don't even have a speck of caffeine. So pick up a dozen or more packages of Ed's Decaffeinated Hot Dogs today. And while you're at it, why not try some of our new aspirin-free bologna?
This is the peak hour for stoned teenagers.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. The gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is deflecting.
Excuse me?
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
And we are back. It's the second half of hour number one.
Hour number one. So
of Inside
fun.
the Mothership. We're broadcasting you live into your Vajir holes on Western Reserve Digital Radio, Sword Radio, United Talk Radio, Jay Parker Radio, the Lime City Radio Network, UG Media, Raw Talk Online, and Alien X Radio. And in syndication and replay around the world on stations like K89, Mile High Radio, Good Talk Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Prodcore Radio, and United Sounds Choice Radio in Amsterdam. And as well, our good friends in New York City on 920 WON The Apple. Thank you for joining us wherever it is that you are listening.
You just got all
1313.
Texan-ish.
I got what?
You just got all Texan-ish when you said New York City.
Because remember that commercial? For
the pace salsa.
Yeah, for the salsa. New York City.
City.
Get a rope. I was like, wow. I'm going to hang somebody because they bought their salsa at Walmart.
It is what it is, man.
Exactly. It is what it is. And I didn't necessarily get all Texan. I kind of more went trailer park.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
that's more offensive to say that.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. The difference being?
Not much. Anyway, folks, coming up this hour, more music for you, Vajir host. We got D's Music News.
We got something to talk about.
We're still got coming up. We got the Oregon thief who berated a woman for leaving her 4-year-old child in the vehicle while she was shopping, and a French woman who has been for years trying to convince people that she is alive. I don't understand, but yes, we'll get to that.
Guess what? I'm alive.
Right, you would think. And some people go, yeah, you're right. And then you give your name and you're no, you're dead. Okay, so the paperwork says I'm dead, so I'm dead. All right, well, we'll get to that.
Can I just take that piece of paper and rip it?
Yeah.
Then we're good?
Can't we just do that?
Start all over again.
You know, I had that issue.
It must be on the internet.
With a billing
It's got to
issue.
be on the internet somewhere.
Exactly. I had a billing issue with a company before where there was a little glitch, and they kept trying to fix the glitch and go around. I said, how about we do this? How about you just delete everything and start over then? Oh, we can't do that.
Oh.
Why? Why can't you do that?
Because that would be an accounting nightmare.
Just start it over.
I got to email Trisha, who's got to email Alicia.
And all the other us, all the way up the chain. And then it goes from tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3, and then I'm in tears.
It's just freaking ridiculous. It's somebody do your job.
That's right.
That's all I ask.
Press 1 if...
You know what? We might start having a new a new segment that I was thinking about this the other day, where I am going to vent about a stupid customer that I had during the week.
Gotcha.
Okay. Just because I had one this week that thought that I should drop everything that I'm doing to help them. And it's not that I would not do that. It's just that I couldn't at the time drop everything I'm doing to help them.
Right.
So this grown woman had her mom call me and record me. She said, "What's your name?" And I told her my name. She said, "I just want you to know I'm recording this." And I started laughing. And I said, "Okay." And she goes, "Are you trying to tell me that you're not going to assist my daughter?" And I said, "No, that's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that I can assist your daughter, but it's got to be in the process that I have set up. She needs to leave her vehicle with me so I can properly type up the paperwork, so I can properly have the technician verify her complaint." Well, why can't somebody just drive it right now? Because there's 8 other people here who are in front of you. So you're saying you're not going to help my daughter.
Right.
No, I will help your daughter.
Click.
However, this is what I need to do to help her. So pretty much I'm saying, help me help you. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just help me help you.
Right. I know those people.
And went off.
Yeah, I know those people.
Goes up the chain. Derek, what happened? This is what happened. Derek, did you cuss at her? Nah.
Nope.
I laughed at her.
Right. I didn't laugh at her.
Then she cussed at me.
Response to something she did. She was funny. You know?
Right.
She's taking that as a compliment. Stand
I'm
up.
sorry. Right. I'm sorry that I am a sarcastic person, and I'm going to make you feel stupid.
Yeah, some people don't understand that when they're dealing with customer service at the moment, that they are not the only customer.
That's just it, man.
I'm a delivery driver, and on our delivery process, you can, if you choose to be creepy and a stalker, you can actually track the driver all day long on your little app. Find out how many stops away he is, what street he's on. You could do all that, right? It's creepy, but you could do that, okay? So I pulled up to a house one day, and this lady's on the porch with her phone in her hand, and she gives me the dirtiest look, and she holds her phone out in front of her like, "I've got the phone. I'm looking right at you." And I'm like, wow, what is this woman's problem? I come walking up to her porch, and this is exactly what she said to me and how she said it to me. What's the matter? You can't find my house? I've been watching you for the last hour drive all over this neighborhood. You couldn't find me? Ma'am? I have 200 houses I'm going to today. All that driving? What's the other houses?
Are you the only house in this subdivision, Karen?
I was like, wow, lady. Yeah, she thought that I got into a truck today with her package and drove out to her house.
It's just it's messed up. And then she used the whole thing like, well, she just got done working at a hospital. She's a front end, frontline worker. Well, ma'am, kind of so are we. Blah blah blah. Well, how's she supposed to get around? I don't know. Well, are you going to put her in a car? No, I don't have cars to put you in. If she'd like to rent a car, she can get a discount. Well, why should she have to rent a car?
Because she needs one.
Then maybe she needs an Uber.
She needs a car and it's not in her contract and it's not under warranty, then you got to get a car.
So let me just wrap up how this went down. So going through all that, and then I said, well, can you come and pick her up? I said, we offer a shuttle service within 10 miles. Well, she's about 20 miles away. I said, okay, I can give her a one-way shuttle. Well, how's she supposed to get to work tonight? Again, ma'am, I don't know. I don't know how I can help you out with that type of thing. Okay? Going through it, everything, blah, blah, blah. Can you help her out, ma'am? No, I live in Pittsburgh. Ma'am, is your name on the car? No. Great. Okay, our conversation's over. I hope you have a blessed day. And I hung up the phone. Why am I talking to Mom, who doesn't even own the car?
Right. You got the owner of the car here.
I got the owner of the car here who's an adult.
Yeah.
She might not be 40, but I can guarantee you she's older than 21.
I don't. If you are the owner of the car,
right?
You
exactly.
are old enough to be the adult.
Exactly. People suck. So my wife puts on this Facebook page this cup, and she's going to buy it for me. And it's a coffee cup, and it sits down, and it says, "Please take a number. Something like I haven't pissed your number off yet, or you're the next one for me to piss off and stuff."
Right.
Because that's all I do is, upset customers for being good at my job.
Take a seat, and I'll piss you off in a moment.
Ma'am, here's our.
I will piss you off in the order you have arrived.
Here's your time frame, ma'am. I have 4 technicians. I have 20 appointments today, which means that each one of those technicians is going to have to work and diagnose at least a minimum of 5 cars. Correct? Yes. Great. By the time that gets done, then I can get to your car. You work in a doctor's office, right? Right. Okay. And you want to know why this is? She brought it in because her cruise control wasn't working.
Wow. So it's not even like
it's not
so
even. It's
right.
Like you spoiled little freaking snowflake.
Right.
You have to have your cruise control. And I hit the button. Well, the green light comes on, and then it shuts off, and it comes on. That means it's active.
You have so much time, since that's not a problem. That's not a problem. You have so much time that you could spend the next week and a half setting up all the things you need to make this happen.
Now, if she would have come in and said, hey.
Ride set up, Uber set up, all that stuff,
right.
all set up. People
right.
coming from Pittsburgh,
yeah.
whatever it takes, you can set that all up for a week and a half in advance before you even bring the car in.
Yeah. Now, if you were to come in and say, hey, my car's not making a left turn, the steering wheel won't go at all, yes, I want to help you out.
Well, yeah.
My car's not stopping, yes, okay, that's going to be a kind of a top priority type thing, blah, blah, blah.
Right, it's danger.
Okay. If you're trying to tell me that your cruise control, and it's a 100% user error, but you can't tell them that. Right to their face. Although at that point, I guess I probably just should have. Hey, listen, you're an idiot. Learn how to use your effing car.
Frankly, ma'am,
you're an idiot. Going through the process and stuff like that and how she properly sets it up. But for a cruise control not working or like a key fob not unlocking the door all the time, because, again, it's intermittent, which means that it's going to take some time driving it, probably 30, 40 miles, whatever. But I'm sorry, ma'am. Sorry that, Daddy thought you're number one, but this daddy doesn't.
Daddy didn't love you.
Daddy loved her too much and gave her too much, guaranteed.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Guaranteed. All right, we got some music from the Jeer Holes. I'm done venting.
See, that's what we're not going to call it the rant. We're going to call it it's not the pressure cooker. It's the pressure release valve.
Yes.
We'll call it the release.
Yes.
No, that sounds dirty.
Giggity.
The release valve.
Sounds even dirtier.
The valve.
How about the vent session?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
All right, so what are we thinking about here? For the
I don't know.
vaginas? I'm going to just zip around in here. Oh,
Zip,
the last 3 songs I looked at, I can't play.
Why?
Because they're national.
Oh.
Like, I just saw, you may know the name R.E. Lehman. That is the guy who played the very first ever Jason Voorhees. As in, when I say the very first Jason Voorhees, I mean the kid that jumped up out of the water and grabbed Alice and pulled her into the lake. That's Ari Lehman. Well, Ari Lehman is in a band called First Jason.
Really?
Yeah. And he's been playing in that he plays the mean guitar.
Cool.
Now, guitar. Remember the guitars?
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, nobody plays those anymore except Ari Lehman. And he's got anyway, I'm sitting here playing up a song I'm not even going to play. Soul Seller was the name of the tune anyway. But yeah, check him out when you get a chance. He actually tours all over the place.
Cool.
As well as they sell their own brand of hot sauce called Slasher Sauce.
Shut up.
They do.
For real?
For real. Slasher Sauce.
That's terrible.
It's got a little Jason mask on the bottle.
That's awesome.
It's hot. It's hot. I'm telling you, it's hot. Spicy. Hot. It's so hot and spicy. All right, so I'm going to play a tune. I've played this a few times, but I'm going to play it again because I like it. And actually, I believe that Rob from The Creeping Chaos, he even commented one time when I had played this that he kind of dug this tune from Stormstress.
Okay.
The tune's called You Can't Hurt Me Now on Inside the Mothership.
Opposites attract, they're not built to last. Drew me in so good, they wanted to hate you so bad. Didn't know who I was, picking the pieces off
Resistance is futile, but don't worry, probing is not allowed. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone, broadcasting directly into your brain. guys jam. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show, just shoot us an email and tell us why you should be inside the mothership. Send it to alienstone@alienxradio.com. Out of this world entertainment is now in your face from outer space.
When you call, they actually answer the phone and talk to you.
It's time for the music news with D-Unit.
What's up? All right. Metallica's coming up a lot today. Not on purpose, just because.
Because you're having a little Metallica reflux?
Not really.
So it's coming up a lot.
Things to talk about. 20 years ago,
they do some stuff, so they got things to talk about. They do stuff.
They do stuff. A lot of stuff. And they're involved with a lot of stuff, too. A lot of charities and everything like that. 20 years ago, Jason Newsted quits, leaves, gets fired from
quit
Metallica.
this bitch!
I don't even know the whole story.
That's all I know right there. I just told the whole story. I quit this
remember.
bitch.
Yeah, something like that. But, yeah. Jason left, and then, later on we got Rob, which is, I think it's been the longest lineup they've had. 20 years? Yeah, because yeah. Longest lineup. Going with it. Metallica's new album in 2021? Well, according to Lars Ulrich,
Yeah, he's very all rich.
He's all something. Is saying that that was a goal. However, the process is going extremely slow. Probably because of all the COVID-19 and all the other stuff, but I don't think that's an excuse because Northam never did it, and it sounds badass. So, or maybe it's because, and I don't even know what's going on with this either, because again, I don't read them. I'm just going off the headlines. But Bob Rock, the producer from the Black Album.
Okay.
He also did produce like The Cult and Dr. Feelgood, a lot of stuff with Motley Crue. He sold the rights that he had in the Black Album. So whatever rights he owned to that album, he no longer has, and probably sold for a crap load of money.
Oh, a crap ton.
Well, who bought it? Maybe Lars bought it.
He might have.
I want it back.
Give me my stuff.
Him and James seem like the type of people that would want it back.
Well, no, if you think about it, it's a smart move. Is if they buy the rights to their stuff back, then they can turn around and pull, like, all these other artists are doing now. Now they're reaching that point where they want to retire, and rather than just retiring, they're selling their entire catalog. But you can't sell your catalog if you don't own it.
It's true. It's probably got something to do with it.
Might.
I'm sure it does.
So they bought it for a crap ton.
Makes sense to me.
But they're going to sell it for a super crap ton.
Yeah. Speaking of being sued, Bob Dylan sued for $7.2 million over publishing rights.
Didn't he just sell his stuff though?
I don't know.
I thought he's the one I was just talking about. He sold his catalog of music for like $400 million.
Well, $400 million. If you got to give up 7.2, I guess that's not that big of a deal, right? Well, maybe he sued something that he wasn't supposed to sell. He didn't own all the parts of it.
He was sued for it.
Yes, he was sued.
Oh, I thought he said he was suing for the right. Oh,
sued for $7.2 million.
That's a good possibility.
Didn't say suing, sued.
He might have included something. You're right. He might have included something he wasn't supposed to.
Maybe that is.
Naughty. He's naughty. Naughty.
Naughty. Not a very good person. Wendell Pierce to play B.B. King in an upcoming film entitled Shadow and Act. Interesting. Sheila E., percussionist and ex-girlfriend of Prince, is going to be making a biopic about her and her life with Prince.
Oh, speaking of naughty.
Naughty. She's an amazing percussionist, by the way.
Oh, she is, yeah.
Yeah, by far. Okay.
You have to be an amazing percussionist for Prince to let you stand up and play a snare.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, you better be damn
good.
good.
You better look good doing it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Have you seen The Singing Parrot?
I've seen a lot of singing parrots.
Okay, so all across like Loudwire, guitar.com, all sorts of stuff. There's this parrot, and he's out there.
Singing parrot number 12.
Right. Busting out some Van Halen and some Patience from Guns N' Roses. Like he's doing like the whistling and stuff like that. But they got the guys, the parrot's owner is back there playing some Van Halen stuff, some old David Lee Roth stuff, and the parrot's just going like doing all the shouts and the screams that
all the
it's
squeaks
so
and everything.
freaking funny, dude. It is so funny. If you need a brighten
Does
up
he
your
stop
day-
every once in a while and tell a bullshit story that's not true?
No, that would be
Two
epic.
on
That'd be two
point?
on point.
Okay.
Two on point.
Gotcha.
David Lee Roth would be out of a job because obviously
He doesn't every once in a while just come on and say, "Oh yeah, we're doing a reunion tour tomorrow."
Exactly. Entitled Pippi the Pirate. Steve Perry. Talk couple birthdays right now. Steve Perry, formerly singer of Journey, turned 72. Paul Stanley turned 69, and Ronnie Van Zant from Leonard Skinner would have been 73.
Who cares about Ronnie Van's aunt? What's her name anyway?
Van Zant.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you've been waiting for me to say that again. A couple of things that, and this is kind of like sad news, but best of wishes and thoughts. Jeff Bridges and Dustin Diamond. Jeff Bridges, the original Starman.
Yep.
Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell. Both of them have come out and have been talking about their cancer battles.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Dustin Diamond, I guess it's stage 4.
Stage 4 of something. I didn't get back into it. But
it doesn't matter what kind it is. When it's stage 4, it's bad.
Yeah. Sebastian Bach announces Slave to the Grind anniversary tour. I think that was their second album, right? The only two with him? I don't even know.
I'm not sure the order.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Again, 20 years ago, Jason Newsted quits Metallica. And 40 years ago, Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee jammed together for the first time to form Motley Crue. And then also, last but not least, a big, shout out and respect for Larry King. Larry King passed away yesterday at the age of 87. I thought it was funny, dude, because he had like the most driest, like, sense of humor,
and he would make fun of himself, and he would be up to do all kinds of things.
Just about anything.
People are like, "Well, that's beneath him." He's like, "Why? That's funny. I'll do that." He didn't put himself on a pedestal.
Nope.
Anyway, taking a short break, pausing the action for station identification. We'll be back with hour number 2. More music for your ear holes, some ridiculous stories for your brain, and just a few questions for everything else. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
You have been beamed aboard the Mothership.
Everybody crazy?
Stretching out your vagina hole. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
You know, it's about to start getting pretty hot outside. I think it's time I have a professional check out my air conditioning unit.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube. I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out? Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube. I got dry, flaky elbows. Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
All right, welcome to hour number 2 of Inside the Mothership. I'm Alien Stone.
I am the unit.
And you might be listening on 97.1 KGSB FM Get Smashed Radio, or perhaps the IRN Internet Radio Network, or maybe our longest running affiliate, WRFN 1025 in the UK, or maybe Rat Pack Radio, WRPR, or maybe our live affiliates like Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio, J Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and Western Reserve Digital Radio. Wow, we're in your face from all over the place. We're like a fart in an elevator, baby. You cannot escape us. Hour number 2 is getting underway. Music for the Vajir Holes is coming up. Some punchlines from Oregon and France, as well as just a few questions. And let's just say just a few questions today is more like joining a book club.
What?
Yeah. You know, usually it's like, a heavy metal vomit party. But it's kind of like joining a book club this week. I don't know. It's very refrained. I don't know. We're going to learn stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what we're going to learn, but it's coming. So, all that being said, it's time for some music for your Vajir Holes. And what do you think we should do? What do you think we should do?
Put some bottoms up.
Bottoms up. All right.
Drummer. He's in the...
Perfect name.
He's in a...
it's funny because I know another drummer named Thumper.
He's in a Ted Nugent tribute band. And he's also in my buddy Sean's Journey tribute band, who I'm going to be going to see in
What's the name
April.
of the bands? I always like to know the name of tribute bands because they always use something related. You know
Scarab is for Journey. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what the one is for Ted Nugent. I can't remember.
Should be called Fredbear.
No. Wang dang sweet poontang. That's what we should call it, sweet poontang. Something like that.
Yeah. Wango Tango. Isn't that something?
I think it is something like that.
Yeah. That would work. The Wango Tango.
You know what? I'm going to look it up. Got to look it up
man.
now. Look it up. But anyway, this is
2021, man. We got like technology and stuff.
It's crazy. But this is
Bottoms Up.
Bottoms Up.
And Magic Spell. It's Inside the Mothership.
To love is what it takes for me. Was on the edge of break. It's all that you were afraid.
stretching out your vagina holes, you have been beamed aboard the Mothership. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
On a Saturday thing. Boy, you said girl with you, yes, for one in the same.
Overdose of gravity, quicksand in the hourglasses sinking under me. We all felt the flood that pulls inside of our hearts, and it's so unforgiving. The hour is late, and I feel like we're all exposed. Vertigo, you pick me up just to drop me, and I'm spinning free. We are the ugly truth, we are the
You guys jam. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show, just shoot us an email and tell us why you should be inside the mothership. Send it to alienstone@alienxradio.com. Out of this world entertainment is now in your face from outer space.
When you call, they actually answer the phone and talk to you.
And now it's time once again for the Punchlines. Punchlines being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Has your governor got you stuck in place? We'll stick her in hers with Igor's Lube's Governor's Glue, made for use with the Gretsch Trap. Look for Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. Oregon thief berated mom who left 4-year-old boy in car he stole. No, the kid, 4-year-old, did not steal the car. A car thief who found a toddler in the backseat of a stolen vehicle drove back and chastised the mother for leaving the child unattended before taking off again.
So he restole it.
Yeah. The woman went into a grocery store about 15 feet, that's 5 yards, from the car on Saturday, leaving her 4-year-old child inside with the engine running and the vehicle unlocked, said Beaverton police. Okay? Remember all of that. A store employee told authorities the woman was in the market for a few minutes before someone began driving away with the SUV. Once the thief realized that the toddler was in the back seat, he drove back, berated the woman for leaving her child unattended, told the woman to take the child, and drove away in the stolen vehicle.
You do not get it back.
That's right. No SUV for you. He actually lectured the mother for leaving the child in the car and threatened to call the police on her.
That's bad.
That's great. Authorities said the woman did nothing wrong, okay? Remember what I said earlier. Authorities said the woman did nothing wrong and was within sight and sound of the child. They said the incident served as a good reminder to take extra precaution with children. She was inside the store. She was not within sight or sound of the child. You do not leave a 4-year-old child sitting in a running vehicle with the doors unlocked when you go inside a store. Are you serious? That can't happen. Okay? Obviously, we're thankful that he brought back the little one and that he had the decency to do that. Well, he's a thief. He's not a kidnapper and a murderer.
That's just it. You know, grand theft and with kidnapping, dude, you're talking a difference between like 12 years to 50 years.
Plus, the kid was probably crying and dropped the deuce. So the guy's ears were ringing, the smell, his eyes were watering and stuff. The vehicle was found a few hours later in Portland, but police are still searching for the thief. Police said anyone with information on the theft should contact the department. Also, a French woman who was ruled to be dead in 2017 fights to be declared alive. She's been fighting ever since. Now, I'm not going to read the whole story because it gets kind of confusing, but she owned a business.
Okay.
And the business was being sued by a former employee of hers. And because they're in France, I don't understand all their levels and their different types of courts. They have a worker court, and they have all these different courts for things. And they kept bouncing the case from different court, saying that that's not our jurisdiction, this is not ours, it's yours. And it ended up getting to the point where somehow the owner of this company was declared as dead. Somehow. So now she is declared as dead, and all of their assets for the husband and the son have been frozen because now that former employee is supposed to get about $14,000 because they winning the lawsuit because the person had died. Now, the woman also had her car taken away because she was driving her car, got pulled over by the cops. The cops said, no, this car doesn't belong to you. It belongs to a deceased person. You must have stolen it, and they taken the car. Okay, so she's been fighting since 2017 to try to
So
prove
do
that
they
she's
not
alive. She's alive.
Fingerprints.
I guess that you would think. Why wouldn't they? Maybe
What?
she doesn't have fingerprints because she was never in trouble. She was never fingerprinted because she was never arrested. I don't know, but are you kidding me? Freaking seriously. Like, I'm alive. No, you're not. I'm alive. You hear that? That's breathing. That's breathing.
Oh, it's terrible.
That has been the punchlines. Wow.
There we go. Alrighty then.
But, what the Florida and now what the France. What the France? So, you know what I'm thinking? Like, we should do some music for the Vajir holes.
Okay.
And then come back and do just a few questions.
Okay.
The book club edition.
The book club edition.
Yeah. It's a page turner.
Wah, wah, wah.
4 pages to be precise.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in it.
Oh, God. Do I got to pay attention to this one?
Well, you always have to pay attention. You don't want to just be answering. You always need to pay attention when I'm doing just a few questions because you'd be like, oh, I wasn't listening. So the answer is yes. I'd be like, yes? You might want to listen to that again. You're like, oh, no. Yeah, you got to pay attention to just a few questions because there's always like tricks and snares and traps and such. Always.
Interesting. So we're going to do some music, then we're going to do a break, and then we're going to come back to just a few questions.
Yepers.
That's the vision. That's the goal.
That is the vision and the goal, yes, because then we'll be all prepared and fully ready. And I'm thinking that to do that music for the Vajir holes, I like to throw a little thing out there every once in a while that catches you off guard because you're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So Plastic Soldiers, Creeping Chaos.
Ooh.
You're inside the Mothership.
been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Bring it on, baby!
Broadcasting directly into your brain. Listen at alienxradio.com.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy.
Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes. So you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's all-new chocolate chip cigarettes. The only cigarettes that give you cavities while you're waiting for the lung cancer to set in.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. And now it's time to answer just a few questions.
All right, folks, it is my favorite time in the showgram. It is time to answer just a few questions. It's mental drippings and verbal diarrhea that we gather together in a bucket and smell test it. I don't know. Are you ready, sir, to answer just a few questions?
Am I ever ready?
No, how can you be? We've said this before. There's no way to prepare.
Nope.
So we'll
All
just
right.
jump right in.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. It's 8 p.m. and you are all in your jammies, snug in your bed.
Ain't that the truth?
You know you need to get up early tomorrow, but you look at the nightstand and see that new book that you got at the flea market just a few days ago. You think to yourself, maybe just a quick chapter before I go to sleep. So you lean over and grab it. As you perch your glasses on the tip of your nose, you read the book's title out loud, The Night Stalker. You open the book and read the synopsis. A horror writer moves into a secluded cabin to work on a new book. He quickly begins to realize that he is not alone in the woods and may now be caught up in the very story he's trying to write. Sounds like a good book, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll read it. So you begin to read chapter number 1. At some point while reading, you drift off to sleep. At 5 a.m., your alarm goes off, waking you. As you sit up in bed, rubbing your eyes, stretching and yawning, you look about the room in wonderment. You are now in the cabin from the book. You look for the nightstand where the book was sitting, and there's now a card table with a typewriter, a short stack of paper, and dozens of crumpled up pieces on the ground all around the table. You jump out of bed and run over to the door to see that it has been barricaded from inside. You look out the window and see a man dressed in a black robe and a skull mask standing on the porch. What do you do next? A. Unbarricade the door, swing it open, and shout, "No solicitors and no Jehovah's Witnesses!" B. Unbarricade the door, swing it open, and shout, "The deal was 30 minutes or less or it's free, bucko. And you better have remembered the breadsticks this time." Or C. Call Uber Eats and tell them they really need to work on their driver screening process. Or D. Roll with it. This has got to be better than going to work. Invite the Night Stalker in for some breakfast and a naked game of Twister. There is a wild card answer, and go.
Definitely not going to be playing naked game of Twister with him.
Not with the Night Stalker? No. Skullface Night Stalker, no Twister.
Because I was going to go with it up until that point. Invite him in. But up until that point, no, I'm not really going to go with that.
No.
I feel like calling for the Uber Eats people would be like a waste of time.
Right, it would just get some kind.
Who
Hello, press 1 if you would like to make a complaint about the Night Stalker food delivery service.
Exactly. If you are calling about the Night Stalker, please press 1.
Press 2 over recording of us pretending like we care.
Yes, my name is Bob. That is B-O-B. If you spell it backwards, you still get me.
Slap hand.
I'm going to go with the wild card, bro.
The wild card answer
Throw
is
it at me.
You jump behind the typewriter and create a horror version of The Punisher meets Scooby-Doo Voorhees.
Oh, Scooby-Doo Voorhees?
Scooby-Doo Voorhees. You're out in the woods. You got the night. Oh, yeah. So you just put together your own little story.
All right, gotcha.
Bonus question is, what is your writer name? The way you create it is your middle name followed by the street you grew up on, or your favorite villain followed by your favorite candy bar. For instance, mine would be Jason Parkwood or Shonuff Mr. Goodbar. I like that, actually. Shonuff Mr. Goodbar.
Well, mine would be William Risa Lane, if it was a street.
That actually sounds like a good author name. Because it's your writer's name.
Right.
That actually works.
And then what was the other one?
It would be your favorite villain followed by your favorite candy bar. So Shonuff Mr. Goodbar.
I don't know who my favorite villain would be. Honestly, you know who my favorite villain is? This is honest to God, but I don't remember who he was. But the movie Runaway, Gene Simmons played a mean dude.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He was like my favorite villain, dude. He freaked me out.
We'll just go with Gene.
Okay, so we'll go Gene Snickers. No, that don't sound good. Yeah, we'll go with William Risa Lane.
All right. That one does sound like an author's name, so it sounds
like not made up.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good. All right, bringing us to
question number 2.
Question number 2. Just as the skull-faced guy in the black robe cuts your head off with an axe.
Oh.
Yep. You are back in your cozy little bed again.
Oh.
Was it just a dream? Was it a hallucination? Did you have some bad clams? You look over at the nightstand and see the book from the flea market. You quickly reach over, grabbing it. As you fumble your glasses onto your face, you read the title out loud. Long Live the Dead? You look puzzled as you are sure it was called The Night Stalker. You open the book and read the synopsis. 4 inmates escape when their bus crashes during a prison transfer. After taking a guard hostage, they began looking for a place to hide out. Soon, they will find that the cops are the least of their worries. In a city crawling with zombies, they must find a way to work together if they are to survive at all. So you begin to read chapter number 1. At some point, while reading, you drift off to sleep again and at 5 a.m. your alarm goes off, waking you. You quickly realize that it was not your alarm that woke you, but the sound of moaning and pounding on the door. No, it's not groupies trying to get out of your hotel room after finding out that you're just a bass player. It's a horde of flesh-eating zombies trying to get in and eat your brains. There are 4 rough-looking guys in orange jumpsuits leaning against the door, keeping them out. One of them yells at the other, "Mad Dog! Grab that dresser! Move it over here in front of the door!" You sit in your bed watching the men barricade the door. When they finish, they all turn around looking at you. What happens next? A. Tell the men you're feeling a little left out, being the only one that's not wearing a stylish, blood-spattered orange jumpsuit.
Yes.
B. Unbarricade the door, swing it open, shove them all out into a sea of the undead while shouting, "No solicitors and no Jehovah's Witnesses!" Or C. Roll with it. This has got to be better than going to work. Invite the inmates to stay for breakfast and a naked game of Twister. Maybe you can get a good recipe for toilet hooch. Or D, just jump out the window into the zombies. Getting eaten is better than getting raped by 4 horny prisoners. There's a wild card answer, and go.
It's like question 1 all over again almost.
You're either upset because you are not included in their fashion choices. Nobody gave you the memo.
Not really too worried about that.
You kick them all out because you think they're solicitors or Jehovah's Witnesses.
That could happen.
You trade their recipe. You trade a game of Naked Twister
We're not
for their
playing Naked
toilet
Twister
hooch
again.
recipe.
We're definitely not doing that.
Okay. Or you jump out the window because it's a better alternative than staying in there with them.
It probably would be.
And then there's the wild card answer.
And we're going with that.
We're going with the wild card answer.
Gotta go with the wild card.
All right. You ask Mad Dog, why is he so mad? And if he has ever been to Turkey or Cleveland.
Sounds like something I would say.
Yep. And the bonus question is, what to call it? Igor's Hooch or Heiny Whiny?
Igor's Hooch.
Igor's Hooch, of course. That's a good name, actually. But it had to be a good quality hooch. Can't be toilet hooch.
No, it can't be toilet hooch.
If we brewed in a toilet, it has to be a brand new toilet we've only used for hooch.
Yeah.
Not pooch.
Right.
Or any of that. Bringing us to...
Question number 3.
Question number 3. Just as Mad Dog smothers you to death with a pillow, you again are in your bed as if it was all just in your head. You look over at Igor's Naked Twister home game, and it's still in the box, so maybe it was. When you slowly turn your sight to the nightstand and the book you got from the flea market, you are hesitant, but reach for it anyway. As you press your glasses into position with a shaky finger, terrified of what it might say, you read the title out loud. 50 Shades of Grey. You don't need to read the synopsis. You think you got all the info about this one you need on Facebook and free porn sites. So what do you do next? A, have a glass of wine and start counting sheep.
Yup.
B, install a leather sex swing and jungle gym over the bed.
Ooh, giggity.
C, call work and tell them that you won't be coming in tomorrow because you're pretty sure you'll be tied up all day.
All right.
Or D, jump out of bed and start setting up the Naked Game Twister and beer pong table while singing "Smile Darn You Smile" from the Who Framed Roger Rabbit soundtrack. There's a wild card answer, and go.
I'm doing that, man.
Smile, darn ya, smile. Yeah. So that's what you're going to do.
That's what I'm going to do. Hell yeah.
So the wild card answer
Jumping
you did
up.
not choose. You can just jump right up.
Jumping up. Getting up on it.
Setting it all up, man. Squirting all the...
Getting down on it. Getting down on it.
The wild card answer you did not choose. Toss the book into a shoebox and take it back to the flea market. Give it back to the old guy you got it from and tell him that you want the mogwai he talked you out of.
Yeah!
Mogwai! Mogwai!
The bonus question. If you combined all of these stories into one strange and bizarre book, what would the title and synopsis be? A. Prisoners, Perverts, and Punishment. Igor hosts and holds a no-holds-barred international all-star naked twister tournament in Cleveland during a zombie outbreak, and an unknown owl wins it all in a Cinderella story. Or B.
I'm just going with A. I don't even hear B.
The strange, the deranged, and the chained. Inspector Igor uncovers a sex slave ring and sweatshop in a Turkish prison, exporting bootleg hooch and underage hookers to Washington, D.C. Or C, make up your own synopsis.
I'm going with A.
You're going with A. Prisoners, Perverts, and Punishment. Igor hosts and holds a no-holds-barred international all-star naked twister tournament in Cleveland during a zombie outbreak, and an unknown owl wins it all in a Cinderella story.
It's all about the owl.
Wow. It's all about the owl.
It's all about the owl.
The Hutu movement.
Mm-hmm. The Hutu movement.
That's right. Bringing us to Lightning Strikes. What needs your mind's eye to create the picture? Movies or books?
Movies.
Wrong. They put the pictures on the screen. You have to use your mind's eye.
Oh, all right. Yeah, got you.
Number 2. What shows you what you are supposed to see as you are supposed to see it? Movies or books?
Movies.
Correct. We just
now you're making me think, man. This ain't cool.
Oh, we just said it. It shows us so.
Okay.
What is better to assist you in seeing over the steering wheel if you're too short? Movies or books?
Books.
Very good. Very good. What did Amazon sell exclusively before it started selling dildos, lawn chairs, and macaroni and cheese?
Books.
Very good. It's amazing how many people today don't know that Amazon was just a bookstore.
Yeah.
So many people don't know that. What is the proper name for a device that hangs from the ceiling that two people can fornicate in while suspended and moving back and forth?
Swing? Sex swing?
Sex swing. Very good. Very good. A piece of sporting equipment and a choking reflex can be another way of saying what? A piece of sporting equipment and a choking reflex can be another way of saying what?
I guess I don't know what.
A ball gag.
Oh.
A ball gag. Remember the 50 Shades of Grey thing?
Right.
And number 7.
I've never read the book. I've never seen the movie, man.
Well, you know it's just about bondage. I mean, it's all you need to know. I didn't see it either.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on too, but yeah, there's a lot of bondage and craziness. Are skulls frightening because they do not have eyes, or are they frightening because you know they once had eyes?
They once had eyes.
Very good, very good.
Where's the owl who ate those eyes?
Right, exactly. He took them out with his pecker. Who might not be able to play Naked Twister very well, but still have lots of fun playing? Chippy number 5, the water-seeing squirrel, or a colorblind go-getter? Who might be able to play a naked game of Twister?
Colorblind go-getter.
Very good. I said red. I said red. I said red. Oh, that's it. Okay. Why do prisoners wear orange? Is it to bring out their eyes, or to make it easier for the wall snipers to spot and target inmates who have gotten out?
Oh, definitely wall sniper.
Absolutely. They tried camouflage. It didn't work so well.
No.
Yeah.
You should do like fluorescent yellow.
With targets right on it.
Right, that'd be cool. A little black polka dot in back.
Yeah. Right there.
Right there.
Actually, what they do is they just put little red dots everywhere, and that way it confuses everybody with the...
Yeah.
They won't know what they're targeting. So they cover their whole outfit with red dots.
There you go.
And finally, true or false? A first edition hardcover copy of War and Peace comes in 6 volumes and is worth between $15,000 and $20,000 today.
I'm going to have to go with true.
Absolutely ridiculous. The book is like... It's like this... It's ridiculous. 6 books that they had to do to make it. It's one book, but they had to put it in 6 bindings because otherwise you wouldn't be able to turn the book. It's ridiculous.
Have you read it?
Of course not. Are you kidding me? I would still be reading it.
Is there a movie on it?
It's probably an hour and a half long, too.
It's called Die Hard.
It's called... They cut out all the unimportant stuff, made it a Christmas movie, supposedly, and they called it Die Hard. And that has been just a few questions.
That's awesome. Awesome!
Makes you want to go out and read, doesn't it? Not really.
Not really at all.
No, certainly doesn't.
No.
So, sir, that gives us time for more music for the Bajir Holes.
Really? What's that, man? Somebody keeps on calling you.
It's one of our many Earthling fans just constantly. Yeah, they're chatting about just a few questions. And they're chatting about the music that we played. And they're chatting about you being knighted Sir Unit of D.
Sir Unit of D.
Or was it Sir D? I forgot. See, I got to go back now. Hereby, Sir Unit of D.
Unit of D.
And then, see, he says that he tapped the sword on each of your shoulders, but what he doesn't tell you is that he accidentally sliced off part of each of your ears on each side.
Oh!
Yes.
That's not very nice of him.
Now, what he's saying, though, is he doesn't have any insurance, so he needs you to blame it on Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. The Cannibal.
He's got a new boxing name. Here comes Mike the Cannibal Tyson.
Probably does, too. Iron Mike Cannibal Tyson.
Dude, that's one of my new favorite things.
He'll bite off your ear, fry it, and then eat it.
I've said that so many times when I hear a song I really don't like. I go, I would rather have Mike Tyson chew off my ear than to keep hearing this.
That's I like that.
Song makes me want to fight Mike Tyson.
Say there, Iron Mike.
So how about something? This is like one of the original bands from the station way back in the day.
I like original bands.
23 EXP. And my favorite tune by them is called Stand Up and You Are Inside the Mothership.
Stand up!
Too high, I get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently. Stronger, feeling free with the shadows of the night.
An ingenious conspiracy has begun, and someone has to stop the madman who started it all.
What do you got, Jerry? Model 912 cut up 2 people inside the house.
I'm going in.
You're going in? We can send a disarm robot. It'll hit the floater, it'll hit the disarm, and any minute it's going to decide to hit the kid.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
We've got a non-standard chip here. Can turn any domestic computer into a killing machine.
Working late at night all by yourself?
I just had a few things to finish up.
No big I deal. Insist. Let me help you.
No.
This is a bad guy.
He's killed 5 so far. I want him.
I'm telling you, I can't go out there. I can't go out!
What does it take to get through to you? He sees everything. He knows everything that's going on in here.
Can't run away, Ramsey. My little machines will find you wherever you go.
You heard of a bullet that has your name on it? This isn't a runaway. This is murder.
We're never going to make it through this one.
Runaway. Tom Selleck, Cynthia Rhodes, Gene Simmons. Runaway.
Every day, a fresh new disciple. Latest technology is taking control. Lightning flashing, engines rumble, and the thunder rolls. And down we go. Where did you start? Believing in illusions, accepting everything they shoved in your
All right, that's all the time we got for today's broadcast on Inside the Mothership. I'm Alien Stone.
Sir Unit of D.
That is the official title now. It has come down straight from Coventry, England.
Coventry?
That's right. It's official now.
It's close enough to
It's official.
royalty.
Anytime any information comes all the way across that much water, it's got to be official, and we're going to accept
Official.
it.
It's on Facebook.
Big thank you to all of our affiliates, our live affiliates, Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio, and our affiliates in syndication and replay around the world. 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB Get Smashed FM, IRN Internet Radio, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Pridecore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. No radio. Until next time, this is Alien Stone.
D-Unit.
Peace.